Hey, yo, what's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's your man, Will. Welcome to Coffee Talk, man. Hey, yo, check this out, man. I got a video that's going to flip your wig. That's going to really, really trip you out. You know what I mean? You think you seen something? You think you heard something? Check this video out, man. And I'll be back with my comment.
You can't say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye. Call the cops right now!
Say that to my son. You can't say. You can't say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
Man, that's wild right there. That is too wild. First of all, that video is coming from TikTok up under Jack Johnson's videos. Yeah, it's coming from Jack Johnson's videos, man. So if you just want to check it out, go check it out, man. I got to say this, man. I got to give that father a standing ovation. A standing ovation, right? A standing ovation of being an a-hole. A standing ovation of being an a-hole, you know. A standing ovation for not knowing how to do conflict resolution. You know what I mean? What is conflict resolution? Well, it's facilitating a peaceful end to a conflict. You know what I mean? Facilitating a peaceful end to a conflict. You don't know how to do that with children? You don't know how to do that with children, man. Wow. And what's really shocking is when you go through the comments and you read how many people actually agree with this guy. You know what I mean? Actually agree with this guy. And what he did with some children. These are children. Sigma Boy, this is I'm going through the comments. These are some of the people that I read, you know, in the comments. Sigma Boys, SigmaBoys, says, best dad of the year. Well, if you was just being, you know, just trying to, you know, make a joke about that, or, you know what I'm saying, just being, you know, joke about that or whatever, then he is the best dad of the year. Because like I said, he don't know how to facilitate a peaceful end to a conflict. You know, he don't know how to do conflict resolution. So I might just take that as you just being sarcastic, you know. Manuel Valerie Gonzal says, legally wrong, morally right. If these kids were older, if these kids were grown folks, you know what I mean? If they was grown, you know what I mean? That's nothing right about that. That's nothing right about that. Kim says, and this is how bullying ends. No, that's not how bullying ends. That's how something else happens. You know what I mean? You cannot traumatize someone else's kid. You know what I mean? You can't traumatize somebody else's kid. Wayne says, I stand with this dad. And if you go out there and do the same thing that this dad did, you're going to be standing with that dad over there, you know. We have to understand something. Like I said before, this is someone else's kid, because let's take the parent of this little girl. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel if your daughter came home to remind you that these are children? This little boy looks like he's about maybe 5 or 6, and the girl looks like she's about 11 years old. They're still in elementary. They go to the same school. They're not in middle school. They're not in high school. They both look like they're in elementary. So I'm looking at it from the parent of the daughter now, of the girl now. If that was my daughter, came home and said some grown man, not no woman, not no mother of the daughter of the son, but some grown man. This is grown man. You know, he took to her. He took to her like he was in the club somewhere. That's how you would do another grown man in the club, or a grown person in the club. You know, if that was my daughter, would have came home and told me, you know, this kind of video would have been circulating in a different kind of way if that was my daughter. Okay, so what we have to do, you know, when it comes down to children, because you have to remember that all children look for leaders. All children look for leaders. You know what I mean? It don't matter who you are, as long as you come in there and show some authority figure and you a leader, them kids will listen. Kids will listen. Trust me, I know from whence I speak. Kids will listen. So when you out there and you trying to talk, do conflict resolution with children, you know what I mean? You first have to gain the attention, everybody's attention out there. You know, you probably got to share a story or something like that, or and tell her what is this BULL thing that she's trying to do. Let her know what's going on with it. You know what I mean? If she don't want to listen, then you have to go and talk to her parent. You have to talk to her parent. And if you feel like you need to do that, what you did to that little girl, you can do that to her parents and see how that turns out. You know what I mean? What you did to that little girl. So basically what I'm saying is, when you come to that playground or wherever they was at, when you come to that playground with your kid to try to talk, try to see what happened, do conflict resolution with the children, not only is you that little boy's dad, you every kid's dad that's out there. You are every kid's dad that's out there. You know what I mean? So you have to come to them, because that little girl don't know. She probably liked him. That's how kids do. One minute they arguing with each other, next minute they playing with each other. You know what I mean? You as an adult, you have a duty. You have a duty, man. This is a rule of thumb, an unwritten rule that you have to do when you go to these playgrounds or wherever it is where your little kid is having a problem with another little kid. You have a duty when you go out there. Y'all ever heard of it takes a village? It takes a village to raise a kid. Absolutely. I didn't understand it when I was younger, but I understand it now. You have a duty when you go out there. You have to be as much as that little girl's dad as you is that little boy's dad when you go out there. You know, you come out there as an authority figure. You know what I mean? You delegating, you pointing, and, hey, look, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. You cannot go and do exactly what you did to someone else's kid, because it's going to turn out different. You know what I mean? It's going to be really, really different. Yeah, I'm going to get on for mine. I'm going to do. Not with children. Not with children. You know what I mean? I could see if the kid was in high school and your baby is still a baby like that. You know what I mean? But even then, you know what I mean? They're still a minor. Still a minor. You have to get proper authorities involved when they're bigger children and they're in high school, because you know they're not going to listen to you no way, you know, no shape, form, or fashion. So you have to get the authorities involved in that. Let them facilitate the conflict of resolution. You know what I mean? You cannot put your hands on no one else's kid, period, especially at that smaller age right there. And it's a shame what y'all talking about in the comments. It's a shame. You know what I mean? Please do not raise your kids to be world leaders with that type of attitude and that type of mentality that y'all got going on, man. Because, you know, this is going to be a vicious cycle, a never-ending cycle. You know what I mean? Hold on. It's a trip, man. Some people, man, I don't know, man. Where are we going from here? Where are we gonna go from here? You know what I mean? This was not morally right. That's not morally right at all. You can't say that was like Miss Manuel Valerie said, it's legally wrong but morally right. Where? No, absolutely not. The whole situation about that is totally wrong. The whole situation is totally wrong. You cannot go and do exactly what you. Okay, all y'all talking about what you would have did and this and that and the third or whatever. You try that. Try your method and see how that works out. You know what I mean? Because what are you teaching your kid? What are you teaching your kid? You know what I mean? That, and one lady said that's how bullying ends. No, that's how something else starts. Because now you just traumatized someone else's kid. You know what I mean? When I was in school, man, I got picked on. When I was in school. You know? Yeah, I got picked on when I was in school. They talked about me. You know what I mean? Especially when I was in middle school, it was the worst. I can only afford 2 pair of pants, 2 pair of jeans You know, I was in middle school. I could only afford 2 pair of jeans every school year. 6th grade, only 2 pair of jeans. 7th grade, only 2 pair of jeans. 8th grade, only 2 pair of jeans. You know what I mean? A pair of blue ones and a pair of black ones. And the kids would make fun of me. You know what I mean? So they would come to me and they would say, "Hey, Will, man, today, Monday, you got them black pants on. You gonna wear them again Wednesday?" Yeah, they used to do me like that. And the crazy part about that is they was right. They was right. I just had to mix the shirts up. You know what I mean? They was right, you know? But the one thing that my mom and my dad and members of my family, because I never felt like I got bullied, because when I went back to school, you know, if you rank on me, I'm gonna rank on you back. You know what I mean? The teachers wasn't no help. You know what I mean? The teachers was not no help at all. You know what they would do? When the kids would pick on me and make fun of me and stuff like that, and just not me, it's the other kids and to get picked on. You know, the cooler kids with all the Jordans and all the Jabos and all the other stuff like that. You know, Jabot jeans and things like that. When they make fun of me, the teacher would laugh. Y'all know some people can't afford this. Stop, leave them alone. So what I do, I give back to her too. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody can get it. So when I walk in the classroom and you want to rank on me, because we called it ranking back then. You know what I mean? You want to rank on me, I'm ranking right back with you. I'm ranking right back with you. You know what I mean? And I got good at it too. I got good at it. Practice. So, and I'm not saying that this guy had to teach his little boy how to, you know, bigger kids, but at the same time, maybe he do got to teach him how to step up a little bit and how to defend himself. You know what I mean? But in this situation, this little girl probably liked this little boy. You know, that's how it happens too. You know, even though she was older or whatever, she still, kids like that, they have no age on their crush. They have no age on their crush. They like who they like. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But you cannot pick on no one else's kid when you go up to the playground or the bus stop and when, you know, to try to confront, you know, the one who's messing with your child. You know, especially when you know that they still in elementary like your kid. You know what I mean? I asked the teacher to step in. The teacher ain't never step in. Now you have to talk to the parent. Either way it go, you're gonna have to talk to that parent. Either way it go, and it's not gonna end the way you think it's gonna end. It's not gonna end the way you think it's gonna end, Doc. I'm gonna let you know that now. That's bad business, you know. And for y'all in the comments talking about best dad of the year, you know, he come on, man. You know, this guy here probably was just, you know, being sarcastic, you know. The other person, Miss Kim, saying that, and this is how bullying is. No. That's how something else begins. Because guess what? What are you teaching your son? What are you teaching your son? That he can just go and do that, especially to women? He can just do that? Is that what we teaching our kids? That what we teaching them? No, Doc. No. Learn conflict resolution, you know. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I just want to share that with y'all, man, because man, that's crazy, man. That's it. That's all I got, man. Thanks for everybody that purchased something from us at firstgroupmanagement.com. That's the #1 stgroupmanagement.com. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Y'all can go pick you up some merch right there, man. Y'all be great, man. And we still on the shop small deal right now. I'm gonna keep saying that. Shop small. You know what I mean? Y'all want to set the bar with the conglomerates. You know what I mean? If you really talking about, because one day ain't gonna do it. One day of boycott ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm talking about? That's just tough talk. You know, that's just to look good. But shop small. We here. We ain't going nowhere. All right, that's it. That's all I got. This video is sponsored by First Group Products. Visit First Group Products for all your essential needs. We carry car fresheners, car freshies, perfume, cologne, hand sanitizers, roller oils, and beard oils. So visit First Group Products at firstgroupmanagement.com. That's the number 1 ST groupmanagement.com.